Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Now today we got a
Manga! Yup, that's right.
So yeah, this is gonna be the second part to the haul I was talking about last week. So I think last week I did like 12 or 13 volumes. It's gonna be the same here. I'm gonna get about 12 or 13. So that way I don't make one big long video of like 40 volumes, right? So yeah, let's get to it. Let's talk about them a little bit. This one's been getting a lot of hype. Total blind buy. I have never read this series and I didn't even read the synopsis or know anything about it. Which to me that's part of the adventure sometimes. Get the first few volumes just totally blind. Walk it. Sometimes I feel you enjoy something when you walk into it that way, right? To see like, oh, let me see what this is about. You never know what's gonna happen in the story because you didn't read any of the back, right? So that can sometimes enhance the experience for me at least. You know, a little more daring, if you will. I have a reader. I know some people are like, oh, I can't do that. And what if I don't like it and I wasted my money, right? I totally get that as well. It's totally a thing. But you know, when you're in, we got eBay, we got Facebook and all. So when you don't like a book, you can just resell them, right? So yeah, let's talk about this one a little bit. This one is called Nana. It's a Shojo Beat manga. The mangaka here is Ai Yasawa. This is volume 3. Digging the covers. I did look at the covers before I ordered them, and I was like, yeah, this looks cool. Volume 4. Definitely has that slice of life feel to it. Like I said, I don't know anything about it. We just know it's a Shojo Beat. Volume 5. This one is it's a little more busy on the cover. Got a background. Seems like they're in a cafe. Or maybe at a mall. How does that look like to you guys? Oh man, I spent so much time in the malls and the food court area back as a kid. Back when they were back when they had the arcade area close to the food court area. Everybody would hang out there, right? Bump into all your friends and so forth, because they'd all be at either the bookstore where they have comics and manga and all that, or the arcades, checking out the arcades and playing video games. So then you had the food court, right? So yeah, this definitely reminds me a little bit of that, like kind of a mall rat feel. I like the art here. It's interesting. It's a lot different than art I've seen on other mangas. So yeah, I can't wait to read it. I know they say it's a little bit tricky to get the collection, but they have been restocking everything and bringing everything back in print, right? So excited to see what other books is about. So now when people are excited about it and talking about it, once I read it, I can feel like I'm in on that conversation and see if it's something I'm also as hyped for or not, right? So yeah, this volumes 3, 4, and 5. Ordered more on the way. Cause I'm definitely, as soon as they stock some, I'm trying to get them so I could get the whole collection going, right? So then we could get reading it. So these are the first 3. The first 3, and expect this series to pop up on my hauls a lot more often till we finish it. I believe it's 24, and I think it's 24, but I'm not 100% sure. Okay, this next series, you might have seen a few on my hauls before. I had about volume 1 and 2. Said I'm gonna read these, see if I like them before I buy more volumes. But they had a sale on them. They had that holiday sale going on rightstuff. So I went ahead and ordered some more. This is a Possums. This is volume 3. Look at that. It just looks real dynamic. I like the art, and look at them. They make a awesome team. Look at them. They look badass together right there. I like the way they're all dressed up like almost like they're like soldiers, but it's not quite army fatigues because it's like it looks like they're in the snow, right? So there's supposed to be a battle-ridden world. I think it's a post-apocalyptic. Volume 4. So yeah, I can't wait to catch up on these. Now these two, they have different hair colors, so it might be a different couple here, but probably also on the same team, right? Because I believe it's just a lot of people against some type of infection or monsters. I'm not 100% sure. So yeah, unless it's different faculties warring with each other, but I believe all the humans are on the same team. So yeah, volume 4. I really gotta catch up on my reading, guys, cause man, I've been slacking off these last November and December. I already knew this was gonna happen because it happens every year. I slack off on my reading on November, December, and also I don't know if you could tell, but I gained like 12 pounds, so I gotta get back, you know, enjoying life, man. During the holidays, you enjoying food, good food, and then you know you read less because you're out with your families or whatever. Me, in my case, I also read less because my grandma, she got sick, so I've been like taking care of her and stuff like that, and that's very time consuming. You have to do everything, and you don't really get a lot of free time to be reading, or a lot of peace and quiet to concentrate on your reading, right? because you get a few minutes in and then they need something else. If you have kids or you take care of elderly people, know what I'm talking about. So yeah, guys, hopefully things will start getting back to normal. We'll get back on track. That will get back to my reading and back to my exercise, back to my my routines, if you will, right? So yeah, let me know how you guys enjoy your holidays. What you order for the Right Stuff holiday sale. I'm always pumped to see those videos. See, some people got some like huge hauls, but when it's like an hour long, I might watch 20 minutes and try to go back to it and watch another 20. I break it up into to spurts, right, if you will, so I could watch other videos as well. So yeah, I'm stoked for these. I gotta get started on this one as well. I believe they're on volume 9. So yeah, we're 4 volumes in. We just need a few more. Might as well just get the whole set and get started on reading it. Books, oh my god, in stock trades, they're killing me with their shipping sometimes. I ordered these like 3 months ago, like in September or something. And one thing that I was like, was because some of these books I ordered 2-3 weeks passed, they still hadn't shipped my stuff. I checked, I was like, still not shipped. And then everything was still in stock. So then I check a month, 4 weeks now. I check again, and now some of the stuff is not in stock anymore. So I'm like, fuck, I better message them. I emailed them, and then about a month later, they finally they shipped my package. So it was about 2.5 months. But by that time, some of these books were out of stock already. And that means other people that were buying them after me were still getting their packages and their books, right? And me that I ordered it ahead of time, I did not get mine. So now they're out of stock. Don't know if they're just going to cancel, if they're ever going to send them, right? Those books were PTSD Radio and Parasite from Kodansha Comics, I believe, the hardcover color edition. I was really stoked for that one. I was really stoked for both, because one's a color edition and the other one just looked real nice. The way they built it was very unique. And I heard it's a good book. It was like a suspense thriller type. I don't know if I would have read it immediately, but I wanted to have it, So I don't know if they're going to ship it or they're going to just refund me that. We'll see. Hopefully by the end of this month, we'll see what happens, right? If not, I'll have to re-message them again, because I'm usually patient with them. I'm like, I waited a month before I even emailed them, right? People email a week later, like, hey, you haven't shipped my stuff. Or a few days later. I waited like a month, and so like I said, I'm usually patient with them, and they just keep getting worse and worse with their packaging, with their shipping. And that's why they still have good prices, but I slowly order from them less and less because of those inconveniences. But yeah, one of the books they finally got here yesterday. They also shipped them in separate packages. I don't know why. This one they shipped it by itself. It just got here yesterday. Was Touring After the Apocalypse. This was a total cover buy. Look at that cover. It's kind of all kinds of wacky. It's an apocalyptic world, so you see like trash and just empty streets, as you usually see in these apocalyptic type of books, right? There's usually empty cars just parked in the middle of roads or empty parking lots. You see a lot of that, and here you have that. But look at the expressions of the girls. It's 2 girls just riding their bikes. It looks like they're gonna go fishing. And they look very optimistic, like they're just taking this shit in stride. They're not letting it get to them. So it looks like it's gonna be a slice of life, but set in a post-apocalyptic world. So that's the twist. Like the world itself is kind of negative and gone to shit, but that doesn't mean they have, right? Because usually in those stories, people are fighting for survival, and it's a lot more serious take. Here it seems like it's gonna be just a regular slice of life. Like it's not gonna be action or monsters or anything like that. But who knows? I have not read it. But yeah, I really like the way they look here. It just look trippy because the world looks like it's all destroyed, and they're just chilling right now. Not letting it affect their day or whatever. So yeah, this looks very cool. Let's see some of the art in here. Oh, look at that. I just killed a killer page. Look at that. That killer whale smashing on that white shark. Holy crap. So take that back. Maybe there's going to be some action heavy on this. Either way, looks real fun. Looks real fun. Look here is Ghost Reaper Girl Volume 3. Loved Volume 1. I was digging it. It's if you like Soul Eater, you're gonna like this book. Check it out. It has some similarities, but a lot of differences as well. So it's its own thing. It's like like if say you've seen the Black Adam movie, you've seen Superman, you go, oh, they're kind of similar. How they both fly, they're both super strong, but they're totally different characters, right? Just the similarities, just kind of like their powers. Here it's kind of the same thing. You have a girl, she has a psychic that's a guy, and he turns into a weapon who she then catches, and then they fight these demonic creatures, right? Same as Soul Eater. So the powers are kind of similar, but other than that, it's totally different. This one, the world has a very Ghostbusters feel to it. You watch the 80s movies of Ghostbusters where the city gets possessed, there's a bunch of ghosts and monsters running amok. Same thing here. And the characters themselves are kind of like on Soul Eater, but the storytelling and so forth is kind of like Ghostbusters. I don't know if that makes sense to you guys, but it was really good, strong volume 1. Can't wait to read the rest. We're on volume 3 right now. This was the latest volume. And you know what? I really need to do a book review, a video review on volume 1. So I could get back to doing my videos how I was doing them before, where I'll do 2 reviews a week. I'm going to try to go back to that format. I felt you guys liked it better. It got more views. And I enjoyed doing those type of videos more too. Kind of had a little more fun with them. And they were a little more entertaining for me to do myself. And also, you more consistent. You would get 2 videos a week instead of 1, right? So yeah, I might just go to that format. Check out some of the art right here. The art on this is insane. I mean, look at that. Look at that art. It's really good, real detailed. And it totally gives off a horror vibe. So yeah, love this book. I'm not seeing it in anybody's halls. Y'all need to pick this shit up. You're sleeping on it. You gotta check it out, man. It's a good series. At least that first volume was. And yeah, for now, that's all I got to say about this one. Next book here is Fiancé Chosen by the Ring, volume 3. They're bringing these out pretty fast, man. Like, I feel like I just bought volume 2. And now we got volume 3 right here, right? So I wouldn't be surprised if volume 4 is already out. So yeah, I love the cover. I love this couple. Love them, love them, love them. Woo! They make a real nice couple. I like the way they are in this book. Like, she has this kind of like a power, right? Where she sews stuff. But when she sews things, it kind of gives that person power. Like, for example, she sewed some type of fencing character on one of this guy's sweaters right before he had a fencing match. So when I think she sewed a symbol of strength or something onto his shirt. Then he used that shirt when he was going fencing to his fencing battle, and it gave him strength, right? It made him stronger during that fight. So then we realize when she sews things, it can give that, and they're personally made for that person to wear. When that person wears them, it gives them that power of what she sewed on there, right? So we're finding out like, hey, she has some type of superpower. So things got interesting at the end of volume 1. Really enjoyed it. And them as a couple, it was kind of a very realistic take, like not to exaggerate it. Outside of, the superpowers and the fighting and all that stuff, right? But just them, the way they interact with each other, I really liked it. There was something about it that just grabbed my attention. Like, you have to read it. It's hard to explain. But yeah, it's a good read. I really enjoyed it. And towards the end of the first volume, we started getting some action and so forth. Because in the majority of the first volume was not very action heavy. It was very story driven. You get to know the characters and their personalities, which I like that sometimes for the mangaka to take their time, flesh out the characters so we could kind of get to know them. What kind of person are they, right? That to me is kind of important because I read a lot of like Marvel, DC Comics type of stuff too. And sometimes, a lot of the time, the stories are not that good. So what you rely heavily on is the character development. They develop the superheroes, see which ones you like, which ones entertain you and whatever. And you follow those, right? And the stories sometimes are not the best, like I said, but you like the characters, right? So you follow that character. Spider-Man is my boy. Like, he's funny and whatnot, right? Or Wolverine, he's a total badass, very masculine, smokes his cigar. So I like following Wolverine, like, you follow the characters you like. And so, yeah, that's why, like I said, I'm very character-driven. I think that's a lot of the time more important to me than the story itself. So I really like where this is going so far. That was a longer explanation than it needed to be, but you kind of got my gist right here with this book. I think it's a little slow paced, so some people want action right from the start. This might not be for you. Then if you want it a slow burn and let things develop, then you might enjoy this and get something out of it. This book, I was gonna skip it. At first I wanted to buy them. I held out for the omnibuses. I was like, let me see how the omnibuses look. Then I was like, don't like the omnibuses. Maybe I'll just buy the singles. And then, bam, Omnibus Volume 2 came out and I was like, hey, I kind of like the way this one looks. So each one's going to have a slightly different design. So I was like, maybe I will get the omnibuses. So then I was unsure. And then they had the Omnibus Volume 1 at $6. I think $6.99. So I was like, wow, that's a killer deal. Like, I got to buy this shit at that price. It's a really good deal. That book is Noragami Volume 1. Got this at $6.99. I think at $6.69. Killer deal. Big chunky book. Check that out. The spine, I wasn't the biggest fan of it. Like, it's okay, but I kind of like the way the spines on the one shot, the regular volumes look. So I was like, I might just buy those instead. But then I saw the second one to volume 2 and it looks real nice. It has this right here. I don't know if the camera's picking it up. You see like the scratch up there? That's why it went from $20 to $6 because it's damaged. I was like, you know what? That doesn't bother me too much. It's not a big deal. I was like, totally worth saving those extra $7 or $8, right? Because normally on rightstuff it's like $16. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get it. See how the spine looks? Looks like the spine will hold up. I'm just flipping to pages to see how it holds up. I don't think it'll really crease too bad because it does look chunky. But I think it'll hold up pretty good. Let's show some of the art. This one's called Noragami Stray Gods. So yeah, that's some of the art right there. I believe it's going to be about 10 of these volumes. So I was like, 10 is not too bad. I'll go ahead and pick it up. I do like the covers and a lot of people praise it. So yeah, I can't wait to get into this one. This book, I had it pre-ordered for the longest, like 6 months ago. I don't know why I didn't pre-order all 6 volumes. There was 6 volumes. I only pre-ordered one. And something happened with quality control or whatever where the hardcover editions got damaged or some shit went down. They never got released until late December. And I finally got my volume 1 of Summertime Rendering. And let me tell you guys, this book is gorgeous. The build of it, I'm glad I waited. It was totally worth it for me. You know, I'm a patient person. This was totally worth it for me. The build of it is real nice. It's still crackling because I haven't really stretched the spine yet on it. So you can still hear the crackling from opening the pages. It has nice light pages. It's a hardcover. Then it has this on the inside. The inner flaps. It has like almost like inner flap, like if it was a dust jacket, but it's not. Where you get this. It's real cool. I haven't seen this done before. Only on the paperbacks when they have French flaps. But I never seen it on a hardcover unless it has a dust jacket. And the dust jacket, when it cuffs in like this, you would have this. This is the first time I've seen it on the actual book itself. So you know that's real cool, creative. I would even say innovative because we haven't seen another hardcover do this. As least I haven't seen it, right? So maybe this is gonna be a new thing that other companies gonna try to copy, or maybe this same company will start doing this with their releases going forward, right? They're like their new format or something. Both sides have that. Look, bam, looks real nice. Now let's see the artwork. This is the art right there. Yeah, I'm real impressed with the build of this. It's real nice. I gotta order those. You know what? I owe some money right now, so I should be caught up on my bills by the end of January, by February, right? So in February, I'm gonna order the next 6 of the next 5 volumes. So I could have all of them. I could order them right now if I want to, but I like to have all my credit cards at 0 as often as possible, right? So I don't like to keep ordering more stuff when I still haven't finished paying off what I owe, right? Like that could get you in trouble, right? Get you in debt real quick. So I've always been real good with money as far as when I owe, make sure I pay all my bills first before I order anything else again, right? Because other things come first and then the hobby comes second, right? This is like to splurge on, it's a luxury and whatnot, right? So yeah, I can't wait to read this one. I hear it's kind of a horror type of a comic, which I totally do not get that from this cover. It looks very happy-go-lucky, a girl in a bikini and what looks to be maybe her boyfriend or love interest. Yeah, so it does not give me a horror vibe here. Now, if I look at the back of it, that's questionable. I could see that being, you know, a little mysterious, a little dark, like, hey, we don't know really what's going on right there. So yeah, but yeah, from what they tell me, it's kind of a horror twist. Only 6 volumes, so not bad. Have not read it, so I can't speak for the content itself, but the build is real nice, and I definitely would stretch this. By that I mean open it like this, stretch it a little, flip the pages, because it is making that crackling sound that you know, gives me some concern that it needs to be stretched first, and hopefully everything will be okay. But yeah, happy to have this one finally. All right, we're getting close to the end. These next 4 are hardcovers. 3 are webtoons or manga or whatever. They're like manga in color. And 1 is a Western comic. Stoked to have this one. I did not think they were going to continue this line. And all of a sudden, they brought us volume 11. I thought it was going to end at volume 10. This looks real cool. I love this cover. I like what they did here. They're taking a new direction. Here's the back of it. There's Violator. That's a Spawn's villain. And look at the colors here. It looks real cool. The other volumes, what they did is like, for example, it would have Spawn like this, but everything else back here, all this would just be white. Same here. If you had Violator here in the top, all this back here would all be white. So now they're giving you backgrounds on the books, which I feel looks much cooler. Way better, the whole white backgrounds and just showing the character only. It felt very simplistic and I wasn't a fan of those covers. So hopefully going forward, the rest of the volumes are like this. Am I going to collect the whole series? I'm thinking maybe just to collect up to issue 160. So that would be maybe volume 13 or 14 of these. I think it's going to be 13 where it ends, where I might stop. Not sure yet. We'll see. Because at that point, what happens there is, he's, if you're not familiar with Spawn, what his thing is, it's a guy that died, came back to life because the devil gave him a second chance. I'm going to send you back to Earth and you got to kind of do my bidding, right? He goes back to Earth and he has all these new unfound powers. But he doesn't want to work for the devil. He's like, I'm not doing your bidding. I'm not doing the devil's work. So you're kind of like you're a demon Spawn. So you're like, that's like an angel, but for the devil, right? So he doesn't want to do the devil's work. And then God shows up and they're like, oh, work for us, be an angel and this and that. It's like, I don't want to work for God either. Like, I just want to do me. I want to live my life. I don't want to save the world and I don't want to destroy the world. I just want to just live life and chill out, right? So he gets into it with God and the devil, and since he's super powerful, spoilers, once you get to those stories, I have not read the whole story arc there, but I know what ends up happening is he kills the devil and he kills God. I don't know how it happens, so I do want to read it. I want to read up. That would be probably volume 13 or 14. He kills them and he's now the devil. He controls hell, and he's now God. He controls heaven. So he just became the total alpha dog, right? Like he just takes over shit. And I'm thinking to just read up to there because a lot of people say that's a good starting on point. After that story, you could kind of, because he restarts the world kind of, right? So you could start there or you could finish there. So I'm thinking I might finish there because after that, it kind of stops being a superhero comic and it starts being more of a horror book, right? So now Spawn's just there and now the stories are horror stories that don't really have to do with Spawn, right? He just comes out in them vaguely, but they're not really about him. So it takes a turn. It was kind of like a reboot, and so I might just read up to only there. Not sure yet. We'll see once I actually read the material and see if I want to keep going. I have read past that, and yeah, they're very much just horror stories. He's not really in them. It reminds me a little bit of the Salmon Twitch books, which are similar to they're in the Spawn universe, but they're similar to those horror stories where Salmon Twitch, two partners, they go solve crimes that are supernatural crimes, right? The devil is somehow involved in a more demonic creatures, right? So they have to solve those mysteries, kind of like X-Files. So those are really good stories where Spawn kind of comes out in the background, but they're more detective stories. But the twist is it's not regular crimes, it's supernatural crimes, right? So yeah, that I would recommend the Salmon Twitch stuff over this. And the Salmon Twitch stuff just like 2 or 3 books. They're just harder to find, but you could get the single issues or read them digitally, right? So I'm just stoked that this line is continuing. I didn't think that was gonna happen. Okay, this next book, they're all from the same series. I bought them at Target, had the buy 2 get 1 free sale. And even when you buy the 2, they weren't at cover price. They were already like 30% off. So you're buying 2 at 30% off and then getting the third one free. So that was a killer deal. So I decided, you know what, let's go ahead and buy all 3. I believe there's a 4th volume coming out sometime this year. It might be next month, not sure. So this got a lot of hype. I saw it a lot in, you saw it a little bit in the comic community, little bit in the manga community, and I saw it a lot in the book community, right, in BookTube. So the fact that it hit all 3 genres means it's very universal, right? Like people that collect comics, manga, or books all decided to, all of them were into it, right? So it says right here, the #1 webtoon phenomenon by Rachel Smith. It's called The Lore of Olympics. That's volume 1. Here's volume 2. Volume 2 is a lot thinner, and look at my copy, came jacked. But at the price I got it, I guess that's fine. But yeah, it's totally like messed up right here, the corner. Volume 3. I have a little bit of a dent as well, and you see they have a 30% off thing from Target. I think I'm just gonna leave the sticker. I don't want to bother taking it off and then messing up the book. Look at this too. Another thing. Target gives you some good prices, but their packaging is fucking garbage. Now, I know you could just go pick them up, and they recently just opened a Target down the street from my house, but they still get shipped from the warehouse to there. So even if you pick it up there, it might be damaged anyways, right? When it gets there. Not sure. I've never tried that. So maybe next time I'll order to the store and I'll pick them up there and try my luck that way. See if I see any difference in the packaging or in the condition that they show up in, right? But these, I love the art. Look at the art. It's very unique. And how they play with colors. Like the guys are in blue and the girls are in pink here. And then look at the other volume. Again, the guys are in blue and the girls in pink. But here he's more dressed up, and you know he's in a tuxedo and so forth. And the other one, they're dressed much more casually. Let's get through one of the pages. I really like what they're doing with the colors here. It's very interesting and outside the box. Not saying it's never been done before. We've seen stuff like this before, but it's not your regular use of colors, right? It's a little different. It looks like it's a romance type story. I hear nothing but good things about it. So yeah, I can't wait to get started on this one as well. But like I said, I believe there's one more volume coming out. I don't know if it's gonna keep going or not. But for right now, we're gonna be at 4 volumes. And man, these are like excellent quality. It's really nice build. And I got these at about $10 each, $30 for all 3. So let's see what the cover price here is. Cover price is $26 for about 400 pages. 400 pages in color for $26. Think about that. That's a killer price. I see Dark Horse also gives you really good prices. So, you know, if these companies can do that, of course other companies can also sell you stuff at a similar price if they feel like doing so. So, yeah, this is, you definitely get your bang for your buck as far as the amount of content you get and the physical quality of the books themselves. So, now how is the actual content, the quality of the content itself? Have not read it, but like I said, I hear nothing but good things. It says #1 webtoons phenom, so you know it gets high praises from a lot of people. And I think that's all we got for this haul today. And expect another haul soon, maybe in the next 2 weeks or so, because I have already some more books coming in. After those, there should be I shouldn't be ordering anything else for a few weeks, and getting back to catching up on some reading. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Watch me you know, show off the books a little bit, and let me know what you guys picked up during the holiday sale at Right Stuff. I know everybody had some huge orders. Let me get what were your favorites, or what were the ones you were most stoked to pick up. Other than that, just check you guys out next time.